Hello, everybody. We are back here on Way of the Hunter. I know it's been quite a while since you guys have seen this game on the channel, and that's just purely because none of the updates they were doing were interesting to me. I was not a fan of the majority of the updates that have been coming through for the game. Sadly, that's mainly because of the lack of, endgame trophies to go for. I just felt like I had already experienced the majority of what the game had to offer, and the last map didn't really add too many new things to really go for. So I took a pretty massive break from this game, but this most recent update is actually pretty sick. There's some cool stuff in this that is going to be very helpful, especially for people like myself that love the idea of herd managing things to get the ultimate populations of animals. And the main thing that we have here that's a huge change is more detail in the map to help you properly manage your animals. And it's really cool, man. Anytime you discover a need zone for an animal, you can go into the map and hover over it, and it'll show you the need zones just by hitting the space bar, obviously. And then right here, you'll see that it says fitness potential, 60 to 100%. So everything in this area is going to be in that range of fitness. At least that's how I understand it, is that it will be within the meter that it shows, which is pretty cool. You have different icons. If you see a crown, that means that it is a private property zone. If you have a star, that means it's a primary zone that's not on private property. And if you have that little squiggly line, that is a secondary zone. So, it's going to be one of the less used zones that the animals don't really go to that often. They also added this little counter up here that shows the calendar days or years or something like that. I'll be honest, I need to look into this a little bit more because I really don't 100% know what this is supposed to indicate. Is it the amount of days that have passed since the last set of respawns took place? Is it how many years have passed to help you count how much they've aged? I don't know what it really is, but it is very interesting, and I'm going to have to look into that a little bit more. Now, I did have the opportunity to do early access for this update, but I decided not to, and instead just take a look at what other content creators were doing on it. And it does seem like a pretty cool patch, which is why I decided to come back for this video right here. I cannot promise you guys that there will be regular Way of the Hunter content, but what I can promise is that we're going to be back for at least a couple of episodes as we take a look at all the new things and kind of get used to the new features they added to herd managing. I've told you guys so many times, so at this point I really don't need to mention it anymore, but I will for those that have not been watching my videos recently. The biggest reason I don't play Way of the Hunter is just due to the lack of trophies to go for. I mean, once you've got the majority of the 5 stars, there's really not too much else to go for, considering there's very few rares in the game, and some species don't even have a rare, if I'm not mistaken. So it's just a matter of not being one of those games that I can come back to repeatedly and still have stuff to go for. Whereas with Call of the Wild, I mean, given the game's much older, there is just so many more trophies to go for every single species, and so it gives you a lot more replay value. Whereas Way of the Hunter being an earlier game in its development and the devs kind of focusing on other things aside from the trophies in the game, it just hasn't been enough to keep me interested for an extended period of time in Way of the Hunter. Let's see what we have here, though. That is a 15% genetics, so that's actually a really good one to take down. Love to see it, man. Now, I don't think I'm going to do any time resets or anything today. We're just going to casually hunt around and take down some low fitness animals to try and cultivate the fitness potential of our herds. With these new features, it's going to make it so much easier to figure out which groups we need to focus on to try and get them to be much, much better. Okay, so that is a fantastic target right there. That is a 1-star mature goat. Can I get a shot into it? Can I even, get the right one? Yeah, it's him right there for sure, right? It's going to drop him on the spot. That should be a great one to take down. Look at that beauty right there. Let's see what those genetics are looking like. It couldn't be high. It's got to be low. 66 for a 1-star mature. Wow, that's higher than I thought. But hey, at least it's not like a 90 or an 80 or something. So it seems like the only one that we can really take down here is possibly this 2-star mature. I don't see anything else that I would want to take down. Even the 2-star mature is a little questionable. I could leave it, but I kind of want to take it down just for the sake of the video. I don't want to be passing up an animal at every single zone until we find only the tiniest ones. So I think we're still going to take down this guy right here. Good hit. Should take him down. This zone truly has been one of my most productive zones here at Matariki Park in Way of the Hunter. We have had so many 5-star red deer out of here, even a couple that I didn't even post on the channel just because we had killed so many that I was like, I don't even need to. We've had way too many of these already. But, you know, it's nice to see. Maybe one of these days we'll spawn a rare one and get it to be a 5-star. That'd be quite sick, I think. I may have also forgot to mention, I do play on the lowest difficulty level for those of you that are new to my Way of the Hunter content, and the main reason for that is because the tracking is probably the most annoying part in this game, and in order to get the tracks to actually show up with a, like, a glowy thing above them, you have to play on the lower difficulties, and I just find it a whole lot more fun. Because with the higher difficulties on Way of the Hunter, it can be very frustrating when you lose that blood trail, especially because sometimes it's just not super visible. And because I'll always take fun over being, like, able to take pride in playing a high difficulty, I'm always going to go with whatever's most fun. So we went with the lowest difficulty level, and I just enjoy it a whole lot more than the higher ones. That's a 2-star mature there. You know, that might be our next target, but I'm not sure. Not sure. We'll take a look at these deer over here as well, these whitetail. See if I'd rather take a whitetail buck. Not gonna lie, that 2-star mature is kind of looking a little more gray in the chest than the 1-star, or than the 3-star, I mean. So I think that might be the one to go for. Another option is this 1-star adult. Maybe, actually, that guy's looking kind of wonky. That might be the one to go for now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I think we're going to go for that guy because he's kind of wonky, which usually indicates that his genetics aren't super, super high. So I think that's going to be our choice, is that guy right there. Whoa, pointing me down, eh? Let's try that again. Tough shot to get, but I think we got it. I think we got it, and I think I'll leave the whitetail bucks. I keep hearing the calls from a whitetail buck over here, but I can't get eyes on him. We're going to try and get eyes on this guy and just see what he is. Ooh, 4-star mature. I can't actually see him, but apparently he's a 4-star mature. We got to watch this guy because he could become a 5-star in today's video even. If we come back here after a few days, you know, he might actually make it. There is our red deer. Let's see if we made a good decision. 63% genetics. I'll definitely take that. That was probably the worst one in the group. We've got ourselves a solo 2-star mature elk over there. I think we can easily take this guy down from this distance. 247 meters. Shouldn't be too big of a problem here. Now, that angle might be a little bit of a problem, but we'll try it anyway. That looked like a clean hit to me. And I mean, he's running right to us. Well, he's definitely going down now. You're still not dead, bro? I guess he was just laying there trying to die. So, we'll just finish him off, man. We'll just finish him off. Here is our elk. Let's see, did I make a good choice? 74. A little bit on the high end, but hey, it is what it is. He would not have had a chance to make 5-star as far as I remember. So, not the worst decision we made. Look at this massive group right here. We have a 4-star in here as well. Man, it's going to be so hard to pick out one to shoot because they're all bunched up. We might even have 2 4-stars in here. I can't tell. Either way, there is a lot of big elk in this group. This might be a good one to keep eyes on. So this one right here has potential of 31% to 100%. So there is the possibilities of getting 5-stars here pretty regularly if we're lucky. We obviously want to manage down some of those lower genetics ones, though. So that's going to be the goal here. Try to pick out 1 or 2 that are very likely low fitness. So after watching them move around quite a bit, I think this might be the best one to go for. It's a young, but look how freaking wonky he is. That's got to be a no-brainer, man. That's got to be one that I can kill without it affecting our genetics too badly. We'll see, though. Maybe I'll see a more wonky one as we're zoomed in the scope. But I think that guy's going to be our dude. Can I get in there? Oh, that's such a risky shot. We hit him. I think that should be good. I think that should be good, man. That's about as good as it's going to get, at least, because I couldn't see him giving us a better shot anytime soon. Well, animal survived. I don't know what more we could have done there. I used the right gun, didn't I? No, I didn't. Oh my gosh. Well, actually I did. Never mind. It was putting the gun away. I forgot that this game does that. Where if you press the button, it puts it away. Whereas with Call of the Wild, you have to hit H to put the weapon away. So I guess we used the right gun. I assume I just didn't hit vitals. That's unfortunate, man. Well, this little group of chamois has a bunch of little fellers, but that is the smallest of them all. So we're going to take him down real quickly if we can. believe this should be him right here. You know, I'm going to triple check just to make sure. Yeah, that's him. Okay, so he's in the bush. Get a shot lined up. And smoked him. Now, I did see some elk in this area, so I'm kind of wondering where they've gone. Because I wouldn't mind taking down an elk as well. I saw one that looked kind of good. Definitely would like to get eyes on him, if possible. But not sure if that's going to happen, considering these chamois are just kind of running everywhere. They might spook him off. Let's see what we've got here. This should be very low genetics. And yeah, 34%. That was a fantastic one to take down. Absolutely beautiful. Love to see it, man. We've got another group of chamois over there, and there's another one that we need to take down. Let's get ready. This is the only 1-star mature in that group, as far as I can tell, so let's just boop him real good. Let's see what we got here. Let it be another low, 36.84. That is beautiful. Man, we're doing pretty good today, taking down a lot of low genetics animals that we needed to. We found a couple of potential future 5-stars in the making, like that nice elk. We've got a couple of good-looking red deer. Things are looking up, man. They're looking up. So we have a couple options here. We've got a 1-star mature feral goat, as well as a couple of 1-star mature Himalayan tar. I think we're going to go for the tar first. Actually, you know what? Let's go for the goat first, because I don't actually have a 5-star goat yet. I think it's one of the few 5-stars I don't have on this map. Let's get him down. And looks like they're going to spook off because we were a little closer than usual. But it is what it is, man. Let's go get this goat, and then we'll try to move on to some other parts of the map and see if maybe we can find some trophies during this hunt here. There's our goat. Let's take a quick look at those genetics. 12. Oh, this guy was awful. We definitely need to take him down. Ew. 12.9. Absolutely disgusting, bro. So after getting to play with this update a little bit, guys, I really do think that this is a good step in the right direction for managing your herds here in Way of the Hunter. I really do hope that they start to focus more on the trophy hunting aspect of the game, though, because you can only play so much without getting bored in the current state because of the sheer, lack of trophies. As I've said before, guys, I really wish that there was a minimum of 1 or 2 different types of rares per species in the game, but sadly at this point, I don't think every species even has one. So it's very unfortunate that there's such a lack of trophy hunting potential in the game. I just wish it was better. Now, it definitely could improve in the future, and I would say it definitely will. But they really need to start focusing on giving us more replay value in terms of the trophy hunting aspect of the game, because the immersion of the game and the realism can only take you so far if there is not an extensive amount of animals to chase after and a massive variety of different variations of those animals that you can get. Not only do we need to see more rares in the game, but we also need to see more rack variation. We need to see something like non-typicals get added for some of the species, because that in itself would set this game apart from most of the games out there right now. I think only the Hunter Classic has a true non-typical system in a modern hunting game. And that's kind of crazy. It is a wide open market in terms of non-typicals, and people really need to start taking advantage of that as developers and implementing them into their games, because they are super popular trophy animals to chase after in the games that do have them, and in real life, obviously. And it'd be nice to be able to chase after non-typicals, more rare fur types, and stuff like that in Way of the Hunter. I really hope they add some more stuff like that. And if the devs see this, that is honestly what I would recommend focusing on in the game, because the realism aspect of the game is great. There's so many realistic features, from the animations of the animals to the varying difficulty levels, with the highest one giving you a very authentic hunting experience and the lowest one giving you a more arcadey one if you want something a little bit easier. But where the game still lacks is in the animal variety and trophy variety. That's what you guys need to focus on, in my personal opinion, because even the weapon variety is massive in this game, as well as the ballistics range being or not ballistics range, but the ballistics of the weapons and stuff being very, very good and realistic for the most part. The game has a fantastic base to just add a ton of, I guess, long-term content solutions. So I definitely hope that they start focusing on stuff like that in the future. because this update right here really has helped a lot with the herd management, but what's the point of managing your herds into super herds if there's only like a few different racks to get for the 5 stars, or there's only like one rare to try and get a 5-star of for a species? They need to focus on giving us more trophy options to give more replay value for the hardcore players like myself. Because I would totally dump in thousands of hours into this game if there was just more trophy hunting opportunities, but there just sadly isn't at the current moment. So for this last segment of the video, I've decided to switch it to sandbar time and try to get some sandbar deer trophies. Oh gosh, that's a great start. 4-star. Beautiful, man. I really want to manage down some of our sandbar zones to give just better genetics animals in general. I'd love to get massive 5-star sandbar deer. And you know, one of these days, I really hope that they add in a rare for sandbar. I feel like it would be fantastic because they're already so cool. That would just make them even cooler. So I have no idea what this could be. This 1-star young right here, it's probably the one I'm going to go for because all the other ones seem like they're pretty good, but this one is very questionable. So let's just pop it and hope for the best. I think that was a good shot. Yeah, it's going down. Should be fine. Let's just walk the river, take down as many sandbar deer and other animals as we can, and see if we can manage to pull a 5-star, because that would be incredible if we could. Whoa, we have a 3-star adult and a 4-star mature in there. I can't see them, but I see the information popping up. That is really, really nice, man. That is really, really nice. We also have a 2-star adult, a 2-star mature, and a 1-star adult. We'll probably pick between those 3 to shoot, because I definitely think that we'll take one of them, probably the 2-star adult, or not adult, the 2-star mature. We've got more over here, apparently. Well, seems we have a lot of sandbar deer around this area. Okay, so I think this is the one that we're going to shoot. We're going to try and take a shot. Nailed it. That was a good shot, I think. I think we're good. That seemed to be the 2-star mature, which, you know, that's one of those risky shots where it could have been a good one, but I'm going to take the risk and hope that it's low genetics. All right, let's see this first one that we shot. This was kind of a risky one, and oh, we made a good decision. 64%. Okay. So that's probably the lowest genetics of any of them there, if I were to take a guess. That was a good decision on our part. Ooh, that guy's wonky, and he's a 1-star adult. I think that's another really good one to shoot. Nailed it. Here's the other one we took down. This one should be somewhat low genetics, I would imagine. Oh, ooh, 89. Oh, that probably would have made 5-star if I'm not mistaken. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but from what I remember, 86% is 5-star potential, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong there, but I feel like it's around 86 from what I remember from what you guys told me back when I used to play this game more consistently. I think it's about 86%, so that one would have had a chance of being a 5-star and probably would have been a 5-star when it was fully grown. And here is that final one that we took. This was kind of the wonky one, if I'm not mistaken, so this shouldn't be super high. Yeah, 72. I mean, that's still a little bit higher than some of the ones that I'd taken earlier and that I'd prefer to be taking, but I guess it's still not in that range to where it would have made 5-star, but definitely a little higher than I expected him to be with how wonky he was. Well, guys, I think at this point in the video, there is a lot of hunting ahead of me to try and hunt this entire river and hopefully find a trophy animal. So what I'm going to do to keep myself from getting bored is I'm going to hop in chat with a couple of my friends and continue hunting. And if I find a good trophy animal, you guys will obviously see it here in the video. So let's get to hunting around and just chatting with the homies and see how this goes. Oh, 5-star tar. Animals? 5-star tar. Let's go. 5-star tar. Holy.
Let's go.
We got a beast of a tar.
5 times faster.
5-star tar, 5-star tar, 5-star tar, 5-star tar, 5-star tar, 5-star tar, 5-star tar. I got it. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got it. Let's go. This tar right here is our first 5-star of the day, man. This is super cool to find. 157 meters away. I think this is only my like second or third 5-star tar. So very, very cool. And we absolutely destroyed him as well. Love to see it, man. Love to see it. Good to get a 5-star on the ground after all this hunting we've done. I think at this point, it's been a little bit over 2 hours of hunting, so definitely nice to find one. Let's see what we've got here, man. This is going to be a freaking beast of a tar. That is a 5-star trophy rating, 95% genetics, but what is the score? 467. Okay, so it wasn't super high scoring if I'm not mistaken. Regardless, it's a 5-star nonetheless, and we drilled it. We absolutely drilled it with the 7mm PRC Remington 700 Alpha 1 Hunter. What a beast of a freaking tar, dude. So we're going to go ahead and tax this guy right here because that is a phenomenal trophy. We'll put that somewhere in the lodge. I don't know where at this point, but it's going to go somewhere. Well, let's take a look around and figure out where we want to put this guy. I don't think I'm going to give it a full body platform because we have already killed a few of them, and I think we already have some on a full body. So we can just do this or that. Yeah, I'm liking that right there. I'm liking that. We'll go with that. We will tax this bad boy for 210 coins. Beautiful, man. Another tar added to the collection of trophies here at Matariki Park. Because, yeah, we've already got some tar up here. As you can see, we've got a few of them up there. So, definitely not the only one that we have got. Love to see it, though. Let's get into the photo mode real quick. These are the two we had before. I think they might be bigger as well. But this is the guy that we just got. Really good looking still. Really, really pretty. Okay, so yeah, Himalayan tar is 458 to 500 for 5 stars. So that was a small one, but it wasn't as small as they can get. So I guess we definitely could have let it live a little bit longer. It probably would have got to a higher score, but I'm fine with this. I'm definitely fine with this. Well, that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video on the new update here in Way of the Hunter. Honestly, not a bad update, and I'm glad that they're kind of making it a little bit easier to understand the herd management in this game. Overall, I would say that this is a fantastic update, and I'd love to see them make more advancements in the trophy hunting aspects of the game in the future to complement this newly found herd management success. Now, if you guys haven't already, subscribed to the channel, as well as leaving a comment down below and letting me know what you think of this update here in Way of the Hunter. And aside from that, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace!